It's the Breezy show. There we go. We're back. Jcool. That's a bit weird. Just having Breezy's face in the middle of the screen.
I'm waiting for the spam comments. That's a good save from Scrappy though. Early.
It was a nice little bump.
I thought that bump was just game over there.
Both these players will be nervous, no doubt. Both these players will be definitely looking to score early here and get themselves on the board, ease some of those nerves. You don't want to be eliminated at this stage of the tournament. They're the first players to put their hands up to play. Tough conditions. That's a good shot from Jcool. Scores the first goal. Of course, you'll notice that Breezy and I are not required on the screen, except for Breezy for the very first part of that. Otherwise, we will not be interrupting the screen during live play.
Give the people what they want.
Bring him back. Jcool with the first goal. He's going for the bump again, Jcool. He doesn't quite get the elevation he needed. Well done by Scrappy. Stand his ground and get in the way. He's going to score in return. All or nothing play from Jcool. Just didn't quite get the elevation there, Breezy, to get the bump.
Yeah, I've seen it's slightly becoming more defendable now, I think, because it is a turn two. Like although it depends on, I guess there is an element of skill to it. I think I've spoke to Wolftick before, and I said about him doing ranked ones, and he went, nah, stuff getting airdrop and bumped 7 times in a row. By someone who can pull it off that many times.
Yeah, it's almost an unbeatable move. Like you say, people are getting better at defending it, especially at the higher end of the ranks. Even when I play in my Champ 1 games, we see a fair bit of it these days. Most of it coming from me, of course, but people are getting really good at defending it. I'm not the best at it, I'm going to admit. Great little flick from Scrappy. Finds his second as well. He's settled into the contest well here. Jcool scored the first. Scrappy, has fought back, wrestled the lead in his favour. Jcool will take the first version of this kickoff, though. Scrappy just dives in. He's going to be low on boost. I'm not sure he got time to get back. He didn't. He's going to have to try and recover with none here. Pretty cool couple of touches here from Scrappy. Gets one out wide and gives possession to Jcool. Good flick from Jcool. It's high, though. He'll need to recover. Scrappy's still low on boost. Takes the back corner. Challenges early. Takes out Jcool, but the flick goes over the top of the challenge. Scrappy will take possession, Breezy.
Yeah, it's been a good little jostle between the two of them so far, but Scrappy just making his chances count a little bit more at the moment. Jcool, yeah, he definitely, it would have been a different story. He's just fired one flick too high, hasn't he? And then he's been punished on the not immediate counter attack, but you know, Scrappy had possession of the ball after the flick missed.
It's dangerous when you flick from such close range and it goes high. It's always coming straight back out off that crossbar and favours the opposition. Scrappy should score his 4th here. It's not the best first touch, though. Off the dribble. It's not the best second one either, as he claps the crossbar. And Jcool will walk away with the ball and with the boost.
I think he got a little bit too relaxed there after, you know, when your brain isn't sure what you want to do. Like I don't know whether he wanted to, after he came off the wall, whether he wanted to just put it in or do something fancy with it. I think he got caught in 2 minds.
Looks like nerves out of both these players. That's a great little touch from Scrappy, though. Well done by Jcool. Recovers off the back of his net as well, but he's got no boost. Oh, good touch from Scrappy to get over the top as well. Jcool trying to obstruct, but perfect from Scrappy. The touch was perfect over the top of the challenging Jcool. Didn't know when to go, Jcool. Ends up flipping away from the ball as well. Scrappy extends the lead back out to 2. Very nervous from both players. You can see some uncharacteristic mistakes. Scrappy, at the moment, he's found 4 goals in the first half of this match. Gets the reset, can't quite follow it up. Jcool waits down. Got the touchdown field. He should score this, Jcool. He does. He finds his 3rd, and we're back to 1. Tight contest, Breezy.
Yeah, they're going at each other pretty well. You can see there's a little bit of nerves in the play. Nothing's you know, like we said about Zeller and his momentum. Like, I think the impressive thing was the fluidity of his gameplay. The fact that everything just seemed to come very easy and naturally. I'm seeing a little bit of nerves here, but if both players are having nerves, it kind of evens out the contest a little bit.
Yeah, it does. We're halfway through. I don't think those nerves will be any better for either player. We're locked up. Nearly 3 minutes gone. I was about to say as well, it makes it so easy to drink beer when we don't have our cams up, as you responded in a mouthful of food as well. We're both taking advantage of the new setup. Oh, it's out off the post and out from Jcool. Unfortunate. Scrappy will follow it up, take the corner boost, send the ball. Gets there in good time to keep Jcool at bay. That's a poor shot though. Jcool should be able to handle this one easily. I'm not sure how much boost he's got in the tank. He's got 70, in fact. That's quite a lot. He's going to be able to counter-attack with ease here. Flicks it over the top. I think it's wide. Scrappy's going to go up regardless. Jcool will reload. That's not the best touch though. We'll need another one to get it away from Scrappy, who has the boost advantage. Jcool will leave the play now. Scrappy take possession. Jcool has having none of it. He just dives in. Scrappy can't affect a good touch here. Jcool just being a pest at the moment, not leaving the ball alone. Giving Scrappy any space. Scrappy might have misjumped there, but he didn't. Just a touch out wide. Jcool just keeps firing on target, but that one is wide. He can't get around this in time. Looking for a bump on Scrappy. Can't get it. Scrappy will counter-attack. Full of boost down the wing, though. Awkward position for Scrappy. Difficult to score from. Shoots it hard, but it goes wide. Jcool survives. A long passage of play in attack there, Jcool. Nothing eventuated. Scrappy almost manages to counter-attack immediately. Good touch from Jcool. He's got no boost. It's going to require one good touch. He gets it. He takes the lead. 57 seconds left on the clock. Jcool finally takes the lead. I think he scored the first goal, but he's been trailing ever since. Scrappy with a good kickoff, though. Will take it wide. Decides not to go straight at the net. Takes the mid boost. In a good position here. Scrappy can't get it over the top. It's not the flick he was after. Jcool swats it away with ease. He's going to bring it around. Can't quite. Will Jcool go for the goal? Oh, I thought Jcool could have cut in there. Got the bounce off the wall. Scrappy had left him for the boost in the corner race. Jcool was eliminated. He still holds on to that 1-goal lead. Scrappy did just shoot that one on target. Jcool was always going to spawn and be able to save it without any kind of panic from him. Jcool just looking to get the ball away, looking to waste a bit of time. 23 seconds left on the clock. It's only a 1-goal lead in favour of Jcool at the moment. That's a good touch off the back wall, though. It's a poor second touch, though. Scrappy looks to fake challenge, does well. Jcool pushes it down the line, though. One last chance for Scrappy. He's finally got ball possession. Well done from Jcool. He held the possession for a while there. Holds on to a slender lead, but the clock is working against Scrappy here. He's got one more opportunity. The demo frees up some space. Gets it over the top. Scrappy's going to score. No, he's not recovered.
No. If he'd have got the recovery, I think he would have been fine. I think he would have definitely got to it.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. I don't know what happened. I thought he just got a clean backflip there, Scrappy. I thought he was just going to drive forward, boost into the ball, but it didn't work out.
Painlessly?
I think he maybe attempted to. I think he maybe attempted like some sort of flip cancel, and it actually did not work in his favor. As opposed to, a lot of the times, like myself, I'm guilty of this sometimes, of flip canceling in different ways so much that sometimes you don't let your flips go through that would actually help you if you just did. As we get risen.
Let's go. Wouldn't want to make it unfair now.
You get to use that once per tournament.
I'm getting used to this switching between the live screen and the bracket between games. Forgive me while I just press A mindlessly. I thought Scrappy played a good game there. Well played by Jcool as well. We saw Scrappy burst out of the gates there. He got 4 goals on the board before the halfway mark, but Jcool kept his cool. Was able to find the first game of full tilt in his favour. Touch into the back wall from Jcool. He's going to have to go up early here. Scrappy's going to beat him to the ball. Should score here. Scrappy. Oh, can he get around it? Is it going to go in? No, it's not. Jcool will swat it away. I thought Scrappy had plenty of time on that ball. He shot it early, and it's ended up costing him. He has managed to find the back of the net at the end of all that anyway. But a little bit of panic coming out from Scrappy. He had so much time after Jcool disappeared from that play. The ball just lingering on the goal line, refusing to go in the first time, but he has managed to find it regardless.
Yeah, just a little bit complacency in shooting. It's difficult though. It is like you say. There's a lot of nerves. First game as well. Like, these guys weren't actually supposed to be playing the first game, but obviously with Stem's injury.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate. I was really looking forward to that match as well. The bit of a grudge match between the two players after the history between them in crew battles. Jcool, almost found his second in a row there. Well done by Scrappy to block the angles. Rolling touch from Scrappy. It's not the best flick though. Gives the ball to Jcool. We'll take the boost though. It's a win. We'll look to take the mid as well. Not sure what Jcool's got in the tank. In fact, there's no mid available. Scrappy goes that way for nothing. Jcool eliminates him. Has he got time? No. He's going to have to construct an attack from the corner regardless. It's not the best setup. Oh, he gets it around. Well done. Gets plenty of power on it. Caught Scrappy off guard there. I thought he'd taken too much time there, Jcool. He took so much of his angle away with his approach, but Scrappy unable to close it down in time.
Yeah, he done well to wrap himself around that. I thought he would have got it from the elimination, but Scrappy looks at the moment. Oh, that's a fantastic demo. But Scrappy at the moment just looking like he's struggling with his with hitting the ball hard. You know, when he's had that open nets across the field from the demos like this, he looks like he's struggled to just get the power behind it.
You reckon that's a little bit of nerves?
Yeah, maybe just not backing himself to hit ball hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Good control here from Scrappy as well. His flicks haven't been amazing so far in this series, I must admit. That's a nice chip off the corner. That should be a goal. That's a great setup from Scrappy.
Completely took Jcool by surprise there.
Yeah, well, Jcool took it wide. I think he was more worried about how he was setting up the play rather than what Scrappy had there as well. He basically just gave him the ball. You could see what Jcool wanted. He wanted to take the boost and take the ball up the wall. He set himself up for it, but Scrappy had other ideas. Scrappy that takes the lead. Could be a very good best of 5 series, this the way this is headed, Breezy. This is a really tight encounter between these two players. Nice touch. Jcool misses out on the demo opportunity there. Scrappy in a really awkward position here. You won't want to hit this too hard off the back wall because it's going to be a counter-attack opportunity for Jcool. He's going to look for that corner boost. The race is on. It's Jcool's. Jcool looking to push hard here. Gets a bump on Scrappy. Can he bring it around? No, he can't. It's not the best touch. Oh, Scrappy, no!
So unfortunate again. He he wanted to make sure so badly that that ball I think was probably either across or post and out, but
gee, that's rough for Scrappy. Jcool equalizes courtesy of Scrappy, and that's a kickoff goal. He makes it a 2-for-1 deal. And suddenly, Scrappy's 1-goal lead is a 1-goal deficit in a match that he really can't drop, because if he drops this, he will be required to reverse sweep Jcool for a chance at the tournament. There is Scrappy in the kickoff as well. Goals coming in a flurry, Breezy.
yeah, I think we've got I think we've actually got the same scoreline in around about the same timeline as the last game.
You'd love to see it. It's a really good matchup between these two players. I'm interested to see how they fare when it starts to open up. I think we've talked about the nerves early. Surely the players have felt each other out now. They understand what's required, where the strengths and weaknesses lie. We will take advantage of the information they've gathered so far. Well done from Jcool. Smothers Scrappy's attempt. That's wide from Jcool. Not sure what he's got in mind here. He's going to end up in the corner, but he takes all of the boost away from Scrappy, but a good challenge chance for Scrappy here. Can't follow it up. He's low on boost. Jcool knows he's going for the mid. Takes the touched suit, but he's hit it hard and long, and Scrappy gets into position to swat this one away. Scrappy taking the long route here. Just looking to keep Jcool off the ball for the time being. Scrappy will force the save out of Jcool. We'll look for the boost grab here. He gets it. Jcool will be low now. Oh, he's on 66 Breeze. He's doing well with his boost management, isn't he?
Yeah, I saw it a lot. I saw it a lot from Flixer actually when in his match with Sem. Despite losing, he did win one of those. He was excessively feathering. I mean, as in very very small boost taps. And he was, despite losing the series, he was very good with his boost management overall.
Scrappy there manages to take the lead back. It's a real arm wrestle this match. Seen a few lead changes already. You see Scrappy messing about in the corner of the field. Jcool smells the blood in the water and seeks him out.
Very, very. Yeah, Scrappy he got punished for missing the ball. The ball wasn't in a dangerous spot, but you've got to account for the demos as well, especially when, like you say, the ball's not in a dangerous spot, but you are.
Jcool is going heavy on the bump meta here. You'd love to see it. Swatted away from Scrappy, though. He's got a chance. He's got 1 pad worth of boost to his name. It's going to go wide. Jcool swings around and clears it off of his back wall. All square here. Scrappy, he's played very well to this point, but he has nothing to his name, and Jcool just picks it up and delivers. Scrappy not happy with himself there. No challenge on the ball whatsoever. Jcool takes the lead. I was just about to say, Scrappy really needs to pull away here. Needs to find some comfort late in this match to take game number 2. Like I said earlier, he will not want to be heading to game number 3. 2 games to 0 down. That's not a good touch as well. Jcool will take this and Jcool will score. Need to waste a bit of time as well. Expecting Scrappy to take the long route and give up the goal. 51 seconds. Any chance for Scrappy here, Breezy?
Yeah, definitely. Like every kickoff is an opportunity to undo it. As I say that, he lost that one, but wasn't as bad as I first thought. But yeah, this is again. It's a down to mental here now. Again, it's can Scrappy see there him chasing, and it was a dangerous chase. I feel like he did get him in the end, but he had no boost left if he actually didn't get Jcool. He was attempting air dribble again. Jcool hasn't really had too much trouble defending the air dribble.
It was a nice setup from Scrappy. So he's looking for more options, more avenues towards the net. He's running out of time though. Jcool this time hanging on to a 2-goal lead. He was able to milk the clock with a 1-goal lead earlier. It's not the best touch from Jcool. Scrappy will need to score with a couple of seconds left on the clock to have any chance. He's going aerial again. Not much choice is available, and he's going to lose game number 2 as well. Jcool will hold a huge advantage going into the 3rd game.
Yeah, massive. Done really well, but again, very much an arm wrestle between the two of them. I want to hazard a guess at a car change.
Yeah, well, and the bracket is up. I'm not sure about this switching between the bracket and the live screen business, but the Scrappy has left the game, we assume, for a car change. He is back. Let's see what he arrives with. What was he in? Was he in the Fennec? Was he in the Octane?
He was in the Fennec. I assume we're going to see the Octane. We've seen the Octane from Jcool as well. Maybe he felt like I feel like that's a little bit of an interesting one. I feel like we can't. A lot of people in the Octane feel like they can't win a kickoff against the might of the Fennec, but are more comfortable in the Octane overall.
It's the challenge game, isn't it? That the placebo effect the big-bodied Fennec has on people. Jcool looks to be rocking a new skin, both players with a bit of a different setup here. See, Scrappy has taken to the Octane. I'm sure he was in an Octane already, wasn't he? Was he in a Fennec?
Oh, no. Both players were in a Fennec for the first 2 games.
Roger that.
Now they've both swapped to the Octane. I feel like Jcool's swap as well is, like I said, Jcool's swap I think is purely based on the fact that he wants to play Fennec, but he wants to play Octane, sorry, but maybe the Fennec gives him trouble.
Oh, that's not the best from Scrappy. We saw that earlier. The flick into the crossbar and ends up being the huge counterattack for Jcool. Way too close to net to be sending a flick that high. Without consequence, Jcool has doubled up his advantage here. In a really good position now is Jcool. Scrappy with a lot of work to do. It'll be some comeback now to take the dub against Jcool, given the circumstances, Breezy. Early on in game number 3, Scrappy just sending it from one side to the other. He's got no boost to his name as Jcool is picking up some pennies. He's having to use all of them to affect any touch. Not sure about that touch from Scrappy though. Just needs to beat Jcool out. Does. It should be a goal available. No, it's wide. It's going to have to take a second touch off the back wall there. Keeps his cool this time, Scrappy. We saw him rush one of those earlier. This time makes no mistake. Brings it back to within a goal.
We're definitely going to have to see Scrappy dig deep and see if he's got the mental to just keep himself composed in the opportunities that he will get.
Chance for Jcool. Shoots it wide. It was a good opportunity though. I don't think Scrappy was saving it had he found the back of the net there. Scrappy with a good pinch off the back wall. Should be able to follow this up as well. Beats Jcool to the ball, but flips into it. Loses a bit of traction on the wall. He has no boost to his name. Jcool aware. Jcool with a big chance. Can he get around it? He does. No mistake from Jcool. Finds his 3rd. He is really picking at all of the cracks here, isn't he, Jcool?
Yeah, for sure. When you know, you just have to wait it out, and you still have to take your opportunity for a good challenge. But when you've got that boost advantage, you have so many odds.
Sure what Scrappy was after there, looking to rely on his mech to get the job done here. It's Jcool that returns the favour with mech, but he's going to concede as a result. Surely Scrappy gets around this, and he does. Finds his second. It's a pretty ordinary mistake from Jcool there. Going the flip reset. I fancy the ground game from Jcool has been his strength in this series. I'm not sure why he would risk it all at this stage. Ends up costing him what was a 2-goal lead here. Scrappy manages to claw it back a little bit. Jcool with a good little touch into the corner. Will collect the boost. Scrappy collect the mid. Entering a shadow position now. What's Jcool got for us here? We saw how heavy, a bump heavy first game, Breezy, but we haven't really seen much of it since, and Scrappy will score his third.
Yeah, for sure. Again, I don't know. Jcool probably feeling, pretty confident with a 2-game lead. Scrappy obviously definitely be feeling the pressure a lot more. Scrappy just he's looked composed in the last minute or so after conceding the first few.
I feel like Scrappy's a real confidence player, though, isn't he? I think we talk about that a fair bit behind closed doors. And you wouldn't want to give him a big opportunity here. Because once he starts gathering momentum, he will be tough to stop. That's a good little play from Jcool. Gets the flip reset off the wall and finds it over the top of Scrappy this time. He's banked one. He's conceded one. We'll call it a draw. Jcool has got the lead once again. Kick off in favour of Jcool. Will collect boost and ball here as well. Scrappy into a pretty awkward defending position here. Looks awkward as well as he attempts to save it off the back wall. Jcool flicks it high though. Scrappy will follow him and bump him away from the contest for the time being. Challenge required. Scrappy, no effect on the contest whatsoever. And Jcool walks it straight past for his 5th.
Yeah, just mistimed the challenge a little bit. I think he was surprised by how fast Jcool got back to that ball. Maybe a bit of low boost as well.
Yeah, it looked that way, I agree. It looked like once he got that bump, he thought Jcool was just going to retreat from the play, didn't he? Turned straight back into it. Scrappy with a good shot. That's going to be a goal. No, it's not. Jcool does well to clear it off the crossbar. And that will hurt Scrappy. If Jcool scores here, it'll be catastrophic. It's an ordinary setup from Jcool, it must be said. As Scrappy turns inboard. Big chance for Scrap. Well done by Jcool again. He's saving everything at the moment. Scrappy needs to keep his cool here. This will be tough to absorb. He's creating plenty of good chances here. Jcool up to all of them. He needs to recover quickly here off the bump. He does. He sends it wide and will collect the boost and the ball out of the corner. Jcool going back to the bump origins we saw in game number 1 all of a sudden. Just after talking about it, honestly. Here comes Jcool off the sidewall as well. We'll go over to the ceiling. Has his flip available, but won't be required as Scrappy clears it wide. Scrappy takes to the air. We're seeing mech from both players. It's weird. We haven't seen much of it all series long, and all of a sudden, both players turning to it for every single attack. Here comes Jcool. He's got it. He's got his 6th. It's a big ask for Scrappy now.
Yeah, it was a good pre-flip. Scrappy not quite getting himself close enough to the goal before jumping and challenging.
Scrappy once again refusing to go for the kickoff. He takes the ball and the boost out of the corner. He's going to need to score soon, Breezy. He needs to get his name back on the board. Build some of that confidence. He's given the ball to Jcool here. Will he go for the bump? No, he can't, because Jcool's ahead of him on the play. Jcool will take the boost and the ball. Still 70 seconds of Rocket League left. There's plenty of time for Scrappy. Just needs to collect himself here. Jcool with a punch downfield. Oh, that's terrible from Scrappy. He's conceded a 7th. And he's gone. He's done. I think that is a GG, Breezy. Do you see it any other way?
No, not really. I think that missed touch was just the final nail in the coffin, really.
Yes, he has both left the match and left the party. Jcool will have his victory dance for the final minute.